Hi, Mzansi. I'm so disillusioned, very, very disappointed about South Africans. South Africans, their way of thinking is a taboo. Taboo, taboo, taboo. I'll tell you one scenario. Go to schools and just monitor. You just stand at a distance and see what's happening in schools. In our schools, we've got SGB, we've got a principal, we've got a deputy principal, we've got HODs, we've got teachers and learners. Of all these people, can you tell me that there is no one who can ever come up with a suggestion that, you know what, these children are so corrupt, they are so disrespectful, they use drugs inside the schoolyard, they come up with weapons inside the school, they talk the way they like with their teachers, they bunk classes, they smoke, they do all this whole lot of nefarious activities inside the schoolyard. Well, all these people that are mentioned, they are there, they are existing, they are there. Now I can tell you something. If the government, not a municipality or a district or a province, if the government can give me the whole of South Africa to manage in as far as crime is concerned, I'll show you something. I grew up in Soweto and I know all these tricks. I know all these tricks. Sometimes hear people, when they defend their fraud cases or their indictments in court. I sometimes say to myself, these people, they don't know exactly what they were trying to do, not what they were doing. Because they don't know anything about crime. They don't know crime is not what you have to study. Crime is from observation. You have to observe and you have to make trial and errors from people, not you per se. I know every step about crime. Every step about crime. People are being traced. They hire other people in garbage to go and murder people. They use their cell phones. All the very traceable. Just a simple thing. You want to murder a person, you organize somebody to go. You use your phone, you are busy using your phone and all that. That's number one stupidity. That person doesn't know what he's doing. I'm not trying to promote crime. I'm just want to tell you that I know crime in and out, but I don't want to be involved in that. I grew up in a very, very turbulent, volatile, and crime-stricken place, deep Soweto in Nairobi extension. So anyway, I'm not the now. Imagine if a boy have to leave his home carrying a knife, scissor, drugs, cigarette, all this whole lot of contraband utensils. It's just this is not a country. This is a banana republic. That parliament is full of people who can't even read. Who don't know what is the difference between an asset and a liability. Asset and a liability. Some of them I don't even know what is it that they are wearing. They can't even wear. Some of them I don't know whether they are their gender. I cannot identify their gender, but I don't want to criticize people based on that. I criticize people based on their behavior, their moral degeneration. People, wake up. Check your government now, what is trying to do. They are trying to divorce the DA from G and U. Watch out what's going to happen when they can just try. Let them just try, because they want these parties whereby they're going to loot money and be engaged in money laundering like they always do. This government of ours, if you don't watch carefully, you are going to be the old Ethiopia. Check how Ethiopia it is right now. Check places like Singapore, how it was after the World War. Check places like Rwanda. Check Burkina Faso now. It's running with the supersonic speed. Hmm? People, I normally hear Minister of Transport saying he went to Germany. I've been to Germany myself. I know how is the transport system in Germany. We are 1% to meet or to match ourselves with Germany transport system. We are very, very far. These people, they are just wasting our money going to Germany, talking about transport and all this stuff. They don't know anything. They don't do anything. These people are just looting our monies. They are just, I'm an ANC member, me. I vote for ANC ever since 1994. But all this, that's why I don't want to be involved in the activities, because I don't want to waste my energy. I don't want to waste my reputation. You have never seen, you can check all over. You can check all over. There is nowhere they appear in corruption. I love money the way they love money. But I can't engage myself with people like this. They don't know anything. Right now, they are running up and down in court. There's court cases, there are lawsuits because of corruption. Their families, they torture their families because the parents know that they are staying in this house, they've been in this house. Now the house is going to be repossessed because there's a court order. The stuff has been sequestrated and all this stuff. People, you don't know anything. You don't know anything. You don't know anything. Nothing. Where have you ever seen a government whereby the president is being regent? His ideas are regent by the premier, just a premier. He's fighting against the president's ideas, and the president is busy smiling with such people because they are focused. They are vying to be president, and I don't know who's going to vote for such people to be president. At this point in time, all these people who are vying to be president, I can assure you they're not suitable to become president. They are corrupt. They've got dirty laurels behind them. All of them. There's no any name that you can mention about these people who are vying to be president or vice president who do not have dirty closet. There is no, I can guarantee you. But keep on. And you are living, people who have got life in this country, they make up 5%. The whole of 90%, it's not living. You are just taking people who are living halfway. 95%, you are taking people who are living halfway. You are not, there's not life. There's not life at all. A person driving a BMW that is owned by the bank for 5 years, co-owned. Mercedes Nyana, co-owned by bank. You call yourself you are a living person who prosperous, who progress. There is no such. You are just taking people halfway. Wake up. You cannot allow schools, young boys to be carrying knives, to be carrying. There's one who I saw carrying a scissor in one of the schools in the Val. He was carrying a scissor. And he wanted to get into my pocket. I just told him straight that I'll work you out. And I was going to work him out. When I do my work, I don't want to be perturbed because I'm doing this out of my own resources. Nobody pays me for doing all this campaign. I'm using my resources. I paid almost a minimum of 300 rand when I go to do a campaign. I have to put petrol, I have to buy food, I've got expenditures. But when busy conducting a campaign, somebody will have to come and undermine me. And even there are some of the wicked teachers and principals. They are always arguing that why do I do that? I'm not going to ask you a permission. I'm doing this. There's a calling. I'm doing this for God. I'm not going to ask you anything. If I want to do a campaign, I do it after school. I'm not going to do it within your perimeter of your school. I'm going to do it that your learners must hear me when I'm conducting that. Why should I have to be asking people who are negative? You don't even care about all these things that I mentioned. You are teaching kids who've got knives and some they've got licensed firearms. You are building a house on a cracked foundation. I'm telling you right now. And I don't know why don't you feel ashamed of yourself for doing all this. There are some of the schools that are cooperative, they appreciate what I'm doing, but those who don't appreciate, I don't care because I'm not doing for them. I'll do what I'm doing because God has sent me. And all these people who are selling drugs and all that, I'm not scared of them. I'm not scared of them at all. They can try all what they can. They will never get me. Nah, I'm not an easy target. I'm not an easy target. You know, there is one person in life that I'll never forget that I wonder how would it be if he was a president. Comrade Chris Hani. I even composed a song. It's called Uhuru. You must check that song. Dr. Opa N. You must check that song. I'm asking, I wonder how would it be if you were ruled by Comrade Chris Hani. But I'm saying it in Zulu. Angazi ngabe kunjani emzansi kube kuphethu Chris Hani. And I also mentioned Sen Karowiwa in Nigeria, Thomas Sankara, Patrice Lumumba. I mentioned all those. Those are my heroes, man. Right now, my current hero in 2025 is Mohamed Traore, president of Burkina Faso. That is a president. That is a president. President. That is a president. So the ball is on your court. It's up to you. Whatever you can do better to enhance the situation or the governance in your country is laying in your hands, in your votes, in your suggestions. They don't even take suggestions. I wrote to the Office of the Presidency, Office of Social Development, Office of Deputy President. I requested them to support me morally, not financially, when I'm doing my campaign, so that people must take me seriously, seeing that this project is corroborated by the government. Even now, this is the second month. They never responded, but I don't care because they never helped me with anything. I've been coming up with so many suggestions about water because I'm a water specialist, water treatment specialist. They never entertained that. I'm an environmentalist. They never entertained that. So I don't care about it. Let them do what they're doing. Let them disrupt or disband that GNU with DA. You'll see what's going to happen. I don't know who's going to invest in a country which is full of people who are corrupt, who are looting money laundering. People see us every day. There's court cases or government officials who have been engaged in corruption. What kind of a country is this one? What kind of a country is this one? They want to include people who are just useless in GNU. DA is good in GNU. DA is international, is internationalizing South Africa. We've got investment, we've got support from EU, from the West because of DA. If you take DA out and become only black, you'll see, you'll go to AU. The AU, it will be our EU because that's all right. They don't even know politics. They don't know how the rand is going to depreciate. They don't know how investment, foreign direct investment is going to collapse. They don't know trade, export, import. We've got to have problem with it. All what they know is just to go and sleep there in the parliament doing nothing. Nothing. You know, there are certain people who want me to establish a political party for your information, but I'm not yet ready right now. But I can tell you, if I can be a leader of an organization, you can see changes going around here. You can even see right now I'm busy with drugs, domestic violence, gender-based violence, drugs. Imagine if I was a leader of an organization, how would it be? Because I'm going to fight for it. I'm going to fight for budget, to make budget for that. So people, wake up. Please, wake up. Thank you for listening. Sharp.